Hello everyone, and this is another Hamlet vlog. In front of you is the wonderful Ken Robert. Say hello, Ken.
Hello, Ken.
Ken, tell us a little bit about yourself before we go into what we're doing here.
Well, I'm currently on the board of directors for B Theater, but I've been involved both on stage and backstage in community theater now for soon to be 32 years. And in that 32 years, I've managed to avoid Shakespeare for 32 years. So this was the year I decided once again, like the year I decided to try improv, I wanted to try to do something else that was a little outside my comfort zone, so why not try Shakespeare? So, you know, I spoke to my good friend John Mark Hogue, and we had a discussion about whether he could drag me through this process and get me to the point where I could convey Shakespeare in a way that the audience could understand it, because that was always my biggest fear, was that if I didn't understand what I was saying, how would the audience understand what I was saying? So anyway, he assured me that he could do that, and so far so good. I feel much stronger about doing Shakespeare than I did even a month ago. So kudos to John Mark for that. So I'm looking forward to playing the villainous King Claudius and you know, the murderer of Hamlet's father and the...
Is that spoiler alert?
Maybe, could be. You know, unfortunately, our audiences won't get to see the actual murder itself. They will get to see a reenactment of it, though. So, you know, it won't. All is not lost. All is not lost. So, but yes, I killed his father and married his mother. So, needless to say, there's a little friction there between Hamlet and myself. But looking forward to that, and looking forward to my first experience with Shakespeare, and hope to do it the justice that John Mark believes I can do.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the king? What's going through his head, do you believe? You know,
I've decided that King Claudius has got no moral compass. The man, you know, the play opens and he's already done the villainous deed. And while he shows periods of remorse for what he's done and even tries to go to prayer for forgiveness, it doesn't really change his behavior. He goes right on conniving and plotting against Hamlet and anybody else that might spoil his plans. And so I feel like King Claudius is kind of a lost soul.
Absolutely. So as you said, you came into this with quite a bit of trepidation.
Indeed.
But what has been surprising to you about the process so far? Have there been great, enjoyable moments?
Well, I mean, I enjoyed doing theater regardless. And I was able to, John Mark's process and the table work and everything that we do leading into these rehearsals has just made me way more comfortable. And Shakespeare's not as much different from doing other straight plays as I had it built up to be in my mind. So I would say after being in this for no longer than we have, I'm already getting over my fear of Shakespeare, and I think I'll be successful in conveying that to the audiences when they see it.
Absolutely. We'll get to be the judge of that, huh?
You will indeed. You will indeed.
All right, so of course these vlogs are also to gauge where we are in the process. So can you tell us a little bit about what's going on this week? We also have a set behind you.
We do.
Yes.
We do. Well, as far as what's going on this week, this is our first week on the new set. And needless to say, it's we're kind of changing it on the fly. But tonight is unique in the sense that it's our first night to be without book, be off book, or not be able to carry our scripts for the first half of the play. So to say that it's a grind is probably putting it kindly.
Absolutely, but it gets better. It's got to get worse before it gets better.
Oh, sure. Well, it's got to start somewhere, and we've got to get those books out of our hands, where we'll never be the characters that we're trying to be. So there you are.
Absolutely. So I have one final question for you. So people probably getting to see these videos, or they might have the same thoughts about Shakespeare. Maybe they won't understand it. What would you want to say to people that are unsure about if they want to come see Hamlet?
I would say to them what many people said to me over the last several years, and it wasn't until I actually started coming to see John Mark's annual Shakespeare on the Concho productions, that I really started to develop an appreciation for Shakespeare. And I think because he does such a good job at getting his actors to convey the message, I actually started understanding Shakespeare, which helped me begin to get over my fear of it. So I would say, do not fear Shakespeare. You're going to get the story. We're going to make sure that you do, and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to laugh. You're going to cringe. I mean, there's going to be some nice action that you'll get to see. You know, it's a nice, neat package all rolled up into one play.
Perfect. Anything else to add?
Please come see it. Tickets are on sale now, and if you snooze, you lose.
Absolutely. All right, say bye, Ken.
Bye, Ken.